Hey guys, I hope you're having an awesome week so far. It's been pretty epic pump so far with Bitcoin, but now we're preparing for an additional pump, but with Ethereum. Because Ethereum just broke a really strong level of resistance, and now we can act off of it because we actually already got the confirmation bounce. But now it's creating a formation to prepare for a larger move, so we can use that micro formation that dictate when we should be entering the trade. And it looks like Bitcoin might continue to go up even further. I'll let you guys know of the resistance levels that I'm following in my current trade. And I'm sorry that I haven't been able to do videos this week. I've been stuck doing renovations. I just bought a house recently, so I'm doing all the renovations as much as I possibly can before we're kind of forced to move in on around Saturday. So I'll keep you guys up to date on that, and I'll do a video on like the before and after for the house, so you guys can check that out if you like. But yeah, let's dive into the charts, show you what I'm tracking, and then we can prepare for the next move. All right, see you on the inside. All right, so let's look at the DXY. So I haven't been able to make very many videos lately, but last video we were talking about how we broke out of this formation here, came up, and we got the confirmation stating that this is like the moment where we know this formation has been validated and it's likely to go down to 110. We went to 110, we used it as support, broke past it, then we went down to 19, and now we're starting to see a reversal in the DXY. So if we want to track the momentum of the current move, let's get rid of that line out of the way. We just want to grab a trend line and just get as much support contact as we can with the trend line, and then we're going to use this to track the momentum of its pump. Once it breaks below this, then we know that momentum is over, and then we can look for the next formation for the DXY to dictate which direction it's going to go next. So if you are someone who's looking to find a potential long entry, not financial advice, in the crypto, the best time usually to do it is when the DXY gets exhausted and we start seeing it break below this uptrend level of support. So there's the DXY, and let's go over to Bitcoin's daily chart. So for a long time, we were talking about this downtrend level resistance. We broke past it. We got a confirmation bounce off of it. And we had a micro formation, especially for those who are in the community. We knew when to enter. We had a micro formation to help dictate when we should be entering this trade for the macro. And if you're late to the party, now is actually pretty much the potential time to enter the trade. And here's why. So we got a double bottom formation right here, right? And we got a confirmed break of the resistance with this green candle, and we came back down and retested this neckline, this strong level of resistance that's now flipping as support. And if we zoom in the lower time frames, we can see that there's a micro formation that we just broke to help dictate when we should be entering off of this support bounce. So yeah, there's that. And so now our next target for the macro formation here, the descending triangle that we just broke out of, is around 22,100. The double bottom, we got to check this formation really quick to see what kind of target it brings, but most likely it'll bring us close to 22,100. And then at this point we can see if it will, react as strong resistance and we can't get back above it, or if we break above it like we did here and start seeing the same kind of activity and we start using it as support, then it could be another trade opportunity for those who weren't able to enter off of this or this. And if we look and zoom out, we saw we had the double bottom here, right? And we also have, as price action comes up, we'd have one right here, right? And then we have this act as this neckline acts as support, then we'd have a good time to enter. Now the technical target for something like this little double bottom might not be reached. And let's see. So it'll be roughly around here. It might give us enough momentum to break this resistance off this larger formation technical target. But we have to be very careful because we could end up just hitting this as resistance, have some sideways trading, and have a whole new formation to look at. But if we end up breaking past this and using this as support, then we have this downtrend level resistance right here to watch. And this resistance has been weighing us down since the all-time high, right? So it's a very strong level of resistance, and it'll only be our third strong retest. So the likelihood of us breaking past it is not going to be very, very good, honestly. But we still have all these moves that we can capture as much, as we can. So that's the daily chart and what I'm looking at in the macro sense. Let's zoom into the shorter time frames. So I'm going to go over to let's go to the hourly chart. And let's zoom in here. All right, so we broke through this formation, right? And now we're having another breakout right here. So this is the downtrend level resistance that I'm currently tracking. We're about to have our first hourly candle close above it. So it could be a good time to potentially enter a long position, but be very careful because we may come back down and retest this. So low leverage if you were going to be entering a trade. But personally, I'm already in an existing trade. However, if we come back down and retest this, I'm going to be adding more to that trade. And I've also taken some profits roughly around here after we came down, retest this and got rejected. Then I knew that we're going to be downtrending for a little while. So I took some profits here. But I'll just add to my existing trade. My average is down at 19,000 right now. So it would move my average up. But my average will be moved up to the point where we had a safe location to keep myself profitable. But yeah, so the things are looking great for Bitcoin. We just got another breakout. If you use lower time frames, you can see that we had this little asymmetrical triangle or bull pennant, and even if we just measured off this bull pennant, I don't know why I'm doing this, but let's do it anyways. I just like seeing the momentum and stuff here. Right, we still haven't hit the bull pennant target, which will be around the top of this formation. And if we end up coming up and then we meet exhaustion here, and we start coming down, we start seeing like a double top or anything like that, kind of like what we saw over here, then we know that we're not going to continue to go up further off of this pennant's target, right? So we got this pennant target here. Which is roughly around the area that we were talking about before, and the larger time frames. If you need to like rewatch this video, I understand. But yeah, this is the technical target we'll meet the 22K resistance that we were just talking about. So we can use this micro formation to help dictate what's about to happen next. If we get exhausted off of this technical target, then what might happen is we'll have two tops here, and then this would act as the neckline, and we might come back down, and then things will end up turning bearish. So we'd actually end up seeing price action come down, come up, retest that neckline, and then we'll go to a much more bearish technical target. And let's just pretend that we met that resistance, right? Let's grab here from the neckline, and we might come all the way back down to 19,200. So those are the only real possible scenarios that can end up happening based on the current momentum that we have with the market. So just be prepared for both of those scenarios. So if you decide to be entering a long position off of this, just be prepared that we might hit resistance around 20,900, create a double top, and then go all the way back down to 19,200. However, if we come up and we end up using this as support right here, then we know we're most likely going to continue up to the pennant technical target up here at 21,890. And like I was saying in the daily chart, we had that double bottom technical target that would bring us to this neckline right here, where that resistance is going to meet. So just prepare for that. Now let's go over to Ethereum really quick, because price action is starting to look exciting there. It's been kind of boring for Ethereum because it's been caught in a range for a little while. But we did just break this downtrend level resistance right here. Let's go to a little larger time frames really quick. Right, we just broke this resistance, similar to how Bitcoin just broke its. And we just got a confirmation bounce, even on the daily chart. So when this daily candle closes in about 7 hours, it's going to look a lot more bullish for Ethereum. It's kind of following Bitcoin like it used to back in the day, like around like 2019, 2020, where like it wasn't leading the race anymore. It was always following Bitcoin, and now it's starting to follow Bitcoin again, getting that early warning heads up, right? So if we go back to the lower time frames, let's go to the hourly. Say, I personally, even though we got that confirmation bounce, I'm not going to enter off of this just yet, because we have this downtrending level resistance still weighing us down. If we break this and use it as support, then yeah, I'll definitely enter, and I'll just use this confirmation bounce as my stop loss. And see, we also have this uptrending support that we can track here. So we can see we're starting to pennant right now, and that's a great continuation formation after having a breakout. Like, it's one of the best formations that you could have just after having a breakout. It's either a flag or a pennant that usually act as a continuation to the current price action movement. So yeah, this may not break out just yet. We might start seeing resistance and come back down and bounce a little here for a little bit, and that could drag it out for that 7 hours, that daily candle close, and then we have that confirmation on both the daily and off of this formation. If we have that breakout to the upside, and then we can use it to dictate when we should be entering, and then we should stop focusing on like the technical targets for these larger moves and just start focusing on the resistance levels. If we start seeing some resistance along the way up, we use these resistance levels that we see the price action get to, like right here around like 17,700, and up here at 2,000. Yeah, if we start seeing any formations that dictate that we're likely going to start seeing a reversal at these levels, then could be a good time to either take some partial profits or everything off the table. Depends on like what kind of trader you are, but that's what I'm looking at. It's just these levels of resistance that we met whenever we retested these trend lines, because they're usually the strongest levels of resistance. And we can also use the VPVR to tell us strong levels of interest where we might see price action slow down. Because right now, we're combating a strong level of interest to try to break out, and this formation could be the formation that we need to get enough momentum for us to break past it. Well, it looks like we're getting a breakout right now, but we don't have the confirmation just yet. We just need to wait till we see the candle to close. It could be a good time to enter. But yeah, guys, that's everything I've got for you right now. If you have any questions about anything, you can reach out to me in the Discord. I'm sorry if I'm going to be slow at replying for a little bit, because I can't even do coaching calls right now. I can't really do much until I can get this house stuff out of the way, and I'll be able to help you guys a lot more. But yeah, make sure you just try to DM me or mention me inside the server, and I'll prioritize those messages for you, okay? All right, cool, guys. You have yourself an amazing day, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you.